For several months, U.S. intelligence agencies closely monitored the movements of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro amid rising tensions between Washington and Caracas. Following what U.S. officials described as a decisive operation, American forces carried out a high-risk mission targeting Venezuela's leadership. According to U.S. sources, Maduro and his wife were taken into custody during a coordinated operation in Caracas and were later transported out of the country. They were flown to the United States and brought to New York, where Maduro was placed under the custody of the Drug Enforcement Administration. U.S. authorities stated that Maduro would face criminal charges after an indictment issued by a federal court in New York. The charges reportedly include narcotics trafficking, narco-terrorism conspiracy, and actions allegedly taken against U.S. national interests. Former President Donald Trump announced the operation publicly, describing it as a major military action aimed at enforcing U.S. law. Images released by American officials showed Maduro in custody aboard a U.S. naval vessel, restrained and under heavy guard. Maduro and his wife were later transferred to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This marked the first time a sitting Venezuelan president had been brought to the United States to face criminal prosecution. In Venezuela, Vice President Delcy Rodriguez assumed interim authority and strongly condemned the U.S. action, calling it an illegal abduction and a violation of Venezuelan sovereignty. She stated that the government would continue to defend the country's constitution, independence, and natural resources despite foreign pressure. Meanwhile, opposition leader Maria Corina Machado welcomed the development, calling it a turning point for Venezuela and describing it as a moment of hope for citizens who have long demanded political change. As the legal process begins in the United States, Maduro and his wife now face the possibility of lengthy prison sentences. The dramatic shift marks a sharp fall from power for a leader who once controlled the state apparatus and is now a detainee